Good afternoon, Ninja Maniacs. Kelly here. And today I'm doing a live both on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm going to cover two quick topics for you direct mail ninjas. These are those of you that are using direct mail. You're using Mailbox Power, which is the system that I currently use, teach, and train on. And I want to show you two features that you need to be aware of as you are progressing on with your direct mail. Now, understand the difference between what I teach and train on and every door direct mail. I don't have a problem with every door direct mail, but please understand that is not targeted marketing. That's where you're blasting an entire area. And we all know, let's say specifically in a neighborhood, if you send a postcard to everybody in the neighborhood, really what you're doing is brand awareness, because 98% of the people in the neighborhood are not selling this year. So what we do is we train on targeted lead generation and then getting your message to them. So I'm going to get into something that you now have. Some of you don't even know that you have this. They just added this to your dashboard, and you've got a bunch of free cards coming your way. So I'm going to show that to you in a minute. But what I want to talk about first, real quick, and I'm going to share my screen, are the two different levels at Mailbox Power. Depending on your usage, there's the pro level and executive. And some of you don't know what that means. So I want to let you know what those two levels are, and then you determine what's best for you. Now, I started off at Mailbox Power under Pro. That's where you get the 4x6 cards for free. You get 50 5x7 for free, and then you get some discounts on their product market. When you put your closing gifts together, right? That's a $49 a month membership. And for that, you're getting, like I said, the free 4x6, the 50 free, just the 50 free 5x7s, guys. That's like $30 a month of free cards. It literally justifies the Pro membership. Now, if all you're doing is sending off, what I would call a medium type of usage of cards, Pro levels where you want to be. But if you're like me and you're a power user, they have executive. And let me show it to you. And guys, this is not to get you to switch to executive. You need to be aware of it, because if you're like me and you're sending out a bunch of cards, it's actually cheaper to go executive. So let's go ahead and let's look at the screen. All right, so when you guys log on, if you want to see the difference in the membership, just scroll down to where it says, where are we at here? Account. And then go to billing and membership. When you go there, just hit change membership. Now, this isn't going to change your membership. It's going to let you see the levels. Now, light membership is something they've put on there forever, but that is, for a real estate agent, this is useless. This is not a good choice because you don't get free stuff and everything's at full retail value. So most of you have come on board as a Pro member, which is what I did for many, many years. And so you can look at the differences. So with Pro, you get the 4x6 cards for free. You get the 5.5 by 8.5 for 19 cents a piece. And you get the 5.5. Y'all probably didn't realize this, but the big 5.5 by 11.5, they're only 45 cents for you on Pro. And then on the 5x7, you get 50 free each month, right? So this right here and this right here, if you send out the 4x6s and you send out your 50 free 5x7, you're literally paying for your $49 membership in free cards. So great, great, great membership to be at if you're only sending out, let's say, a couple hundred cards a month. If you're like me and you're geo farming multiple neighborhoods, you're working Fsbos, you're working expireds, this is the one you want to be on. It's $149 a month. It's called executive level. But guys, look what you're getting. The 4x6 unlimited for free. The medium 5.5 by 8.5. Here they're 19 cents. Here they're free. The 5x7, 50 free under Pro, but 200 free. Guys, the 200 free 5x7, the retail on that is 100. If I were on the Pro level, it would cost me $100 to send out 200 of these a month. So that's the difference in these two levels. If you send out these 200 5x7s, you're basically paying for your upgrade. And then you get the 5.5 by 8.5 card, which is the bigger card. So when I first started at Pro, everything was 4x6 because it was free. Now everything for me is 5.5 by 8.5 because it's just a bigger card and you can get more real estate. So those are the differences, guys, in your membership level. And if you are going to be like me and start sending out a bunch of cards, you need to really take a look at what you're spending on your cards, because the executive membership might be the better membership for you. So let me bring you back on board. Now I want to show you guys what they just added to your account. Now, some of you have seen this already because I've put out a video. But guys, if you log into your automations tab, go ahead and click it. This is where all of your automations. Now, what are automations? These are basically, think of these as your email drip campaigns, but you're using direct mail cards, postcards. This is where you can set up a 1 month, a 5 month, a 12 month, a 2 year, depending on your marketing goals, you can set your automations, right? So I've got 2 subdivisions right now that I'm automating. These will go out once a month. So I want to show you what this one looks like, guys. And then I'm going to show you how you can access this for free with 1 click. So here it is. It's a 5-month automation. And by the way, you see all of these cards? They're giving them to you. So that one, you get this card, and this card. And what's really good is they all contain offers on them, guys. They're editable. So all of this stuff is editable. So I want you to look at this picture and all of this, because I'm going to show you what I did to edit mine. And the other thing is you can now edit your cards within the automations. You don't have to go out into your saved projects, make your changes, save it, and come back. And guys, it's all contained within automations. That's huge. But let me show you what my card looks like. The very first card that went out, my edited version. So with the new Geo Farm Seller automation, guys, I'm telling all of you agents, if you use the Geo Farm Seller automation, go and take some pictures of that neighborhood so that whoever lived there, if they saw it, they would know exactly what that picture is. For instance, this is the front sign to my subdivision. So you want to take some pictures with your smartphone of the front of the subdivision. You want to take a picture of maybe the clubhouse, if there's a rec area, playground, whatever. If somebody lived there, they would recognize that right away and use those pictures on your card, right? But look at here, help. Samantha, buyers are looking for a home in Lakeview Point. Have you thought about selling your home? This is why, guys, you need to be geo-farming your neighborhood. Because watch, I'm not only a realtor, I live here. Please call or text. And then on the back of the card, it's got all of our offers, guys. All you have to do, if you don't like our offers, and these are real estate offers, just edit it and put your own. But it's there if you like it. Once you upload the picture of that neighborhood and you make a couple changes I added the whole buyers are looking for homes in, and I added the subdivision name because I want this card to be personal. It's a higher conversion rate. But there it is, guys. Let me go back to the automation. How you guys get to this now. This is so cool, guys. So what you're going to do when you log in, I'm going to do it one time for you. You log into automations. You come up here and it says install an automation. Now, I have a massive bombshell for you guys. Right now, we've got, when you hit select a category, there's seeking home sellers, which is the new Geo Farm Seller domination that we've created. And guys, you're getting 5 serious converting Geo Farm Seller cards. Guys, we're getting ready to put a 1-click Fsbo automation. You literally click it and it adds it to your automations and you can edit the cards to your offers. We're going to put a 1-click 5-week expired campaign for you. Literally, it will load into your automations and it'll be ready to go. We're also doing a 1-click buyer automation. And the buyer automation will be a 5-month automation. Your Fsbo and expired will be a 5-week. Now, the Geo Farm Seller is a 5-month automation. So, guys, when you log in, if you want to do an automation drip campaign for any specific neighborhoods you want to target, you just click Seeking Home Sellers. Now, the first time that you do it, it's going to say install. Since I've already got several versions, it says install another. So I'm going to click install another. You're just going to click the one that says install. And we're going to call this Test Kelly. What you're going to do is call it that neighborhood. So it's either going to say Rock Springs, it's going to say Granite Bay, whatever the name of that subdivision you are wanting to farm, call that automation that. You're going to then install it. And watch this, guys. Down here, I'm going directly back to automation. And there it is right there. Now, you see it's installing it. In a couple minutes, it's going to say active. One of the things that you need to do, and this is just a ninja tip, is go into options. And if it says active, set it to pause. Here's why. Until you edit those cards, you don't want to accidentally send your campaign out. So once your cards are edited the way you want it, then go ahead and activate the campaign. Now, do you remember on the training we had earlier where you can use the mailing list to go into any geographical neighborhood and extract all of the homeowners that have been there for 5+ years, that have a 650 credit score, that make over 60, 70, 80, 100 grand a year, and other certain criteria and demographics? Once you extract just those homeowners, so for instance, in my neighborhood of 3,800 people, I extracted 250 that were my highest, best prospect, and they are the only ones getting my cards. They are the ones that NAR says statistically will sell in the next 12 months. So I'm only spending my money on those guys, right? So once you do that, guys, and you've got your campaign and you activate it, you simply go in and I'll show you how to do it. So Lakeview Point, I'm going to manage recipient. Now, this is also assuming you've gone into mailing list and you've purchased your list of sellers, right? And then I'm going to go here and enroll a group. Now, when you purchase your mailing list of the neighborhood you're going to Geo Farm, make sure you call it that neighborhood. For instance, Granite Bay Sellers. When you go and create your automation, call it the same name as your farming list. So I would call that automation Granite Bay Sellers, because at some point you guys are going to be auto geo farming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5+ neighborhoods. So you want to make sure you keep everything together so it's not confusing. But once you enroll that group, you literally then can take that and go back into your automations, go ahead and manage it, and launch the campaign with one click. Now, here's what's going to happen. Once you have your 5 cards edited the way you want it, first card gets printed today and sent out today or tomorrow. 30 days from now, automatically, you don't have to do anything. The next card goes out, and so forth and so on for 5 months. Now, in the 5th month, you simply go in and reattach that list to that same automation, make a couple changes on the cards if you want, or just send out the cards all over again and start it on its next 5 months. If you do this, you literally can geo farm every neighborhood for a year at a time. And your entire time, including the edits you're going to do on the already done for you cards, is less than 30 minutes for the entire year per neighborhood. So guys, that's it for geo farming. Now listen very carefully at what I'm about to say, okay? This is very important. Right now in your dashboards, you have access to this. The cards are done for you and they're killer. So you get these free cards. You get the free automation tab so you can get it going immediately. You've got the mailing list builder, so go find you a neighborhood you want to farm. But guys, in the next week to 2, we're going to be adding a complete Fsbo automation. You're going to get 2 different types of Fsbos. I'm not going to go over that right now, but holy smokes, you're going to get 2 different marketing angles for these Fsbos, launching them like instantly. You're going to have an expired campaign and then a buyer campaign with 5 pre-built cards with offers that you can launch. So you go into your mailing list and find every renter in your zip code that's been renting for 2+ years with a 700 credit score that has literally $100 grand a year or more in income. Extract those guys, attach it to your buyer list, bam, send your cards out. And guys, that's how you automate your drip campaigns, just like your email campaigns. And this is a game changer for a lot of you guys. All right, man, I appreciate you guys. I hope that made sense. For those of you watching this and you don't have mailbox power, look below the video. After it drops live, I'm going to go in and on the comments, I'm going to pin a 14-day free trial. You can start using this literally to, once you activate your free trial, you've got the ability to go ahead and do this right away. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Got a lot of training coming up this week. Going to talk tomorrow on how to run a Facebook ad in under a minute that gets name, phone number, and emails, guys. It's massive. All right, I appreciate every one of you. Drop me some comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. And I appreciate every one of you Ninja Maniacs. This is Kelly with Real Broker, and I am out. See you on the next video.